We're gonna put you guys soon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Welcome, 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 welcome back, guys. It's been a minute. Welcome to
Hello,
Jesse
hello.
Radio Live. This is your queen, your one and only Diana Mansoray. And I'm here joining with the beautiful, handsome guest all the way from Tampere. But before I make a proper introduction of them, I would like to I would like to know how my Jesse fan doing. Have you guys missed us? Because I surely miss you guys. So before ever I make an introduction, let's listen to this beautiful song. Stay tuned. Okay. You're gonna be first and then him, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Okay. Okay. Oh yes.
So it's
I'm
live
feeling
on the
you.
website?
Huh?
Is it live on the website?
Yes.
JC Radio.
Yes, already, yes.
His voice is pretty. Can we test this again?
What about now?
Still not good. Hers is clearer and mine is clearer.
I can hear her very clearly.
Yes.
Hello, 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 guys.
Hello, hello, hello.
That was Wizkid. He, as you said, he's in the big mood, and so are we. Okay, so let's listen to more of this song before we go back to the topic.
Hello, hello, hello.
I mean,
Hello, darling Minia.
hi.
Can you hear me
Yes, I can.
perfectly?
Loud and clear.
What
yeah.
about Toby? Can you hear me?
I can hear you very clearly.
All right,
Can you hear
guys. So
me?
before I make the introduction of Toby and Minia, let's listen to this song. Finish.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And I need Mr. Joe to get out of here. You got a Ghana Independent Party to go to. All right, guys. So that was Wizkid. He is in a big mood, and so are we.
Not very well.
Many.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we are having some sound issues with
Many.
Toby over here because
No, it's okay. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. What about Minia? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but Toby is low.
Toby's low.
What about now?
Try it.
Sorry, guys. We have some little bit technical issues. If you guys can hear us,
Hello, hello.
perfect
hello,
and loud, please comment.
Testing mic 1, 2, 3.
You
One,
can
two,
hear him?
three. One,
It's
two,
very
three.
muffled. I mean, I will survive with this.
No, but talk.
Hello, hello, hello.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
You have to just be really close to the mic, so.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can
But
hear him?
Media, can you hear me?
Yes.
And you can hear Toby.
I've always heard you.
Okay. Okay, guys.
Maybe my
So
voice is too low or something.
Maybe.
I am feeling you too, Wizkid. Okay, guys, that was Wizkid. He's in the big mood, and I have a special guest all the way from Tampere, Minya.
Hello.
Hello, darling. How are you? Welcome to Jesse Radio.
I'm great now that I'm here. Thank you.
I am so happy to have you here. I've heard so many good things about you from my good friend Toby here.
I'm glad.
So for those people who don't know you, please can you make a little introduction of who you are and what do you do and how is Tampere City?
Well, I am somebody who just quit her 9-to-5 job to try to pursue her career in music eventually.
Oh, wow, that's a bold move.
Yes, it was pretty bold, but I was planning for it for some time, and it was time to do that now. I've lived in Mexico, I've lived in Poland, still not done with living in other countries, but for now, Finland is fine. And well, What do I say about Tampere?
So
Well,
wait. So you live in Poland and you live in Mexico, and now
Yes.
you're back in Finland.
yes, I'm back in Tampere.
So how was it living in abroad?
Poland was an interesting experience for
Mhm.
sure. It's not a place I would live in for a long time, but it was a good experience. I learned a lot, and I got some really great friends and some really good experiences from there. So
How
it
long
was
did you
good.
stay? How long did you stay in Poland?
1.5 years.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a quick question. Compare
Yes.
Finland and Poland. Give me like five. Well, you could say that you could recommend for people who goes to visit in Poland what they should do there most definitely.
Well, definitely travel a lot within Poland because it has a lot of beautiful nature that you don't
Mm.
necessarily get to see if you only stay in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely go to the salt mines in Krakow. Eat some pierogi, which
Did you
is
say salt mines?
salt mines. Yes.
What's that?
It's a mine that used to be in use, like salt mine, but it's not in use anymore. Now it's a museum basically,
Okay.
and it's really deep underground, and it's huge and it's amazing because people built it by hand, and they had horses down there and all that stuff. So they have really good tour guides and all. So
So is Poland more like Estonia, like the building and stuff, like old town and stuff like that?
yes, you could compare the old towns. They are pretty similar. I lived in Krakow, so
Mhm.
I can't talk about other cities that much. But yeah, Krakow, Old Town, and Poland. Estonia, like Tallinn, Old Town. They are pretty similar, although Krakow's is a little bigger. But the architecture is beautiful, historical. Yeah.
Could you recommend a black person to go there? Is it like a racist country?
Yes, it is. I would say that it is. So
So
there-
you gotta prepare yourself if you're going there, right?
Polish people,
yes
sorry.
yes yeah, sorry Polish people, but I would say it is pretty racist, and that's one of the things I really hate about it. There's some good things and some bad things. For me, the bad things outweigh the good things.
And those good things are?
I feel like people can be really nice and inclusive and warm
Yeah.
if you get to know them, but
Mhm.
at first they might not seem that way.
Mm-hmm.
They have a really good variety of restaurants, at least in Krakow. That is pretty cheap
Yeah.
for now. Beautiful architecture, pretty nature, like I said. But that's pretty much it for me.
So what are the negative aspects?
Racism, women don't have any rights. Like
Sorry,
abortion being illegal.
Wait.
Church.
Women don't have any rights? What
Yes.
does that even mean? They
Wait,
don't
that's
vote?
Toby. That's Toby. Toby just came in. Toby just heard women don't have any right, and he just jumped quick to defend some women. So shout out to him.
That's a very blanket statement.
Well, okay.
Okay, guys, let's not go in too deep
Yeah,
about
let's
that.
not,
So
let's not.
you just said women don't have rights and they're racist, and what
Yes.
else?
Maybe the fact that like I feel like it's hard to maybe make deeper friendships with people if you don't speak Polish.
Okay,
So-
so they are very, very, very into their culture.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. So there you have it. If you want to visit Poland, make sure you have the right color, the right attitude.
The right color, yeah.
The right attitude. Anyway, Minia, thank you for coming. So
Thank you.
you've stayed in Tampere all your life, basically, right?
Basically, yes, permanently, yes.
Yeah, by the way, I love Tampere. Tampere
It's
is
nice.
like one of the city I always visit. My good friend lives there, Sophie Cap.
Mhm.
So shout out to Sophie if you're listening.
Shout out to
Hi,
Tampere.
Sophie.
Yes, so Minia, thank you for coming.
Thanks for having
Let me
me.
change again to Toby Oluwa,
Yeah, I've been itching to
manager.
talk. Yeah, I've been itching to talk.
You'll be itching to talk, huh?
Yeah, I want to talk. and,
Okay.
Go
So,
ahead.
Toby, please welcome to Jersey Radio.
Yeah, thank you very much.
How are you?
Very fine, very fine. How are you?
I'm good. I'm blessed. You guys actually made my day today. This morning was a not so good morning because a childhood friend of mine lost her mother, and we had to bury her today. May her beautiful soul rest in peace. But
Yeah.
that was a beautiful reminder that life is too short. So you
Mhm.
gotta live it and enjoy it, as much as you can, because we are not here forever. you know.
Yes.
So, Minia, I really applause to you that you quit your 9-to-5 job
Thank you.
to pursue your career, and I hope it will be successful.
Thank you.
And Toby,
Yeah.
all the way from Nigeria, and you land to Tampere.
You see-
Tell me about that.
You see, in this every country you go to in this world,
Uh-huh.
you'll find a Nigerian.
I swear on God, you guys
Yep.
are like mosquitoes everywhere.
No, we are like we are all the natural resources that God spread all over the world. The diamonds,
Yeah.
all the
Naja know
minerals.
they carry last. I heard they're always everywhere.
They're everywhere you go.
Yeah.
MTN. So yeah, I'm from Tampere.
Mhm.
Well, at the moment I'm from Tampere, but I'm Nigerian, of course.
Yeah.
And shout out to Tampere, all my people from Tampere.
Yes,
I'm
Tampere.
going to call names because I promised to call names.
Okay, wait a minute. So, ladies and gentlemen, Toby would like to give a special shout out to his dear friends all the
Yeah.
way in Tampere. So,
Yeah, Chris, we made it. I'm here. Yeah, Richie, Grace, man, Grace, I love you so much. I appreciate you. I give a shout out to everyone that has been
I just
so
heard you
helpful
say
to me.
Ashao. Do you have
No,
a friend?
no,
Okay,
no,
okay,
no.
okay, okay.
Ashao, okay. Ah, man. I give a very, very big shout out to all my friends from Tampere, everyone who's helped me out in one way or the other. Man, I love you all, man. I really appreciate you. You guys make everything work. You know, Laura, Yasmina. Yeah, oh, man, all of you are
Okay,
fantastic.
guys. So
I
the
really
list
appreciate
continues. The list goes on and on and
So
on.
Toby
and
has
on.
a lot of friends.
So Toby has a lot of friends. So you guys, Chris, Minnie, everybody who just heard us, shout out, please know that that's real friend. You know, that's real love. So he really appreciate you guys. So, anyways, Minnie, would you like to give some shout out before we go to the topic?
Yes, I would like to thank all of my friends generally
Yes.
for allowing me to be myself, even if I might be a lot of work sometimes. I really love you guys. You know who you are. I'm not gonna shout out names, but you know who you are, and thanks to my family as well. If my dad is listening to this, God forbid.
That was so sweet. That's what I would say also because I when it comes about friends, I do have a lot of people who knows me, but I have few people who I consider my close friends, sisters, I would say.
Mm.
Sisters and brothers. So shout out to you guys if you guys are listening. Okay, so guys, many of you guys tune in for this special juicy conversation. But before we tap in the topic, let's listen to some more music and then we're gonna come back right after the song.
Your love interest. See my girl, the last time that I checked, see nothing ain't changed yet. Except that I got a big bag and a big flag. Don't be nobody tell me nonsense, my nigga. Streets is so cold, my nigga. When nobody come try cry me a river. I'ma pull through like the strings on my guitar. Nonsense, my nigga. The streets is so cold, my nigga. When nobody come try cry me a river. I'ma pull through like the strings on my guitar. So cold outside, my brother. I don't want pull no trigger. I just want you, cause I'm going play. I don't want no wahala.
And we are right back, guys. As you can hear the song, it's so cold outside, my brother. So this topic is actually hitting the song. So, guys, can people fall in love after a hookup? While hookups or friends with benefits can turn into true love, both parties typically enter the relationship for sex and other expectations. What do you guys think about casual dating, casual sex, and all that good stuff? Do you believe in love at first sight? Do you believe that through casual hookup could become a relationship? More facts, two people finding each other and being in love. So we are here to talk about this, and we are not experts with this topic, but we're just here to share our own experiences about the topic, and also few people out there might learn few things on what to do and what not to do when it comes to casual dating or casual sex and love. So without further ado, let's go to the topic. Before we tap in the topic, I would like my guests, Toby and Minia, to kind of share their own opinion on what they think is the thin line between casual sex and love. So ladies first. Minia,
Yes.
what is your definition of casual sex? What is casual sex? For those people who are thinking, what is casual sex? What is casual sex to you?
In my opinion, it's two people who are both on the same page about the fact that they're going to have sex, and there's no further expectations, no strings attached. They're just taking it easy and just enjoying the moment and just having sex together because it works. Yeah.
That's your opinion.
Yes.
What about you, Toby?
Oh, well, before I say my opinion, I have to give a disclaimer. Hello, everyone I know. Everything I say here won't be true. A lot of it is fiction. I'm just making this shit up. Hey, sorry, I cursed. Sorry, that's a mistake.
Yeah, please. There are some holy people listening to this, so we gotta be,
Sorry. I'm making it all up. None of this is a true reflection of who I am. I'm a very good person. I believe in God. I respect women, and I have no evil intentions towards anyone.
Toby,
So-
I believe that your pastor is clapping for you right now.
Yeah.
Clap, clap, clap,
Thank you,
clap.
thank you,
All
thank
that
you.
good stuff you said. Now get back to reality.
So,
You polished your halo, okay?
Yeah. Don't worry, you're going to heaven now.
So, casual sex isn't for me personally. I think casual sex isn't like a big deal.
Mhm.
I think sex should be mutual, like a thing of mutual benefit. It shouldn't be a case where you have to overthink a situation or overthink.
Okay, let me stop you right there.
Yeah.
I wanted you to give your own definition of what do you think, or what do you think casual sex is? What's the meaning of casual sex in your own opinion?
Casual sex
Yes.
is hooking up of two people
Mhm.
with mutual interest to have sex.
Without no string attached, right?
Well, it depends. Some party might want strings and might not say it. Some other party might not want strings and you won't have a choice until the other one is pregnant. So-
No, but the meaning of casual, it says it's actually casual, everything casual, you know what I mean? So when you invite yourself into a casual fun or casual activity, it means that you don't want no strings attached. You just want to have casual sex, casual fun. So that's my own.
That definition sounds like the generic definition every woman will say until they have the sex and then they're expecting you to hug them and sing them a lullaby and read them bedtime stories.
Okay, that's your definition of how you think women are. We are like,
No,
okay, we want that, and then we get attached. Is that what you think?
No, you say one thing and then do the other. No, I'm not disrespecting anyone. I have to give my disclaimer again. I respect all
Do
women.
not give no, just be you.
Yeah, okay, but
Forget about the
Yeah.
disclaimers.
women are very beautiful beings who will say one thing
Mhm.
even though they mean another.
Yeah.
That's all I think.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
So-
but that's most of the case. I actually understand where Toby is coming from that statement. So to you, casual sex are people having intimacy together, and some of them happen to not take it too
No,
casual.
To me, men and women have different definitions of casual sex.
Okay,
So
give
there's
me
no
your
one-
own definition as a man. That's what I wanted to, because I just heard minions. Give me your own without adding non-discriminating stuff.
As
Just-
a man, as a man, casual sex is animalistic sex without any strings attached.
Aha, did you hear that? So if you're a pastor, somebody, please I beg, close your ears because we're starting to get to the topic. So as a man, a casual sex is an what?
An animalistic act without any strings attached.
Okay, I would wanted you to elaborate, but I don't think the people are ready to hear that. So you just have to imagine the animalistic whatever act people are doing during that time. So just imagine that, guys.
Okay, guys, look, maybe that definition is a bit too graphic. But
No, but you're right though, because it's a quick thing, Let's have fun, diggy, and that's it. That's what you mean.
I have to add one condition to it.
Okay.
With a little bit of alcohol involved.
Okay. But some people don't drink alcohol, and they still, go down with it.
Well, it goes down when the G's connect. No disconnect.
Okay, so your definition of casual sex is just, people,
Yeah.
behaving as animal.
No, not as animal. They just go back to their base layer of behavior.
But no strings attached.
Yeah.
No strings
Right.
attached. Yeah. I'm not calling anyone an animal, please. Sorry.
Okay, so what about your definition of mixing those two, casual and love?
I think everyone can fall in love on the first date
Mhm.
or at the first moment.
Mhm.
It all depends on what each person's like criteria is for who they want to spend the rest of their life with.
Yeah.
Some people have a very detailed list. Some people don't.
Yeah.
Some people are very vague. Some people are very like planned.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that when you are really planned about what you're doing
Mm.
and you meet the right person, well, I don't want to say right person, but you meet someone who fits the criteria,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it almost feels like you just saw like deja vu, or like you just saw like a vision. It just everything just like works perfectly, and at that point you just pursue the person. You know, then at that point it seems like you're being too aggressive. Sometimes it looks like that, but you know,
Wait, you're being too aggressive in what sense?
like you're trying too hard, sending too many messages, trying.
You mean after?
When you feel the person meets like when you feel the person is what you're looking for.
Okay.
And you get too excited.
You get too
Okay, you get
excited.
too excited. Okay, that's what you're saying.
Mm.
Okay.
You won't play the game of like, oh, cat and mouse, send a message. wait for it. No, you just go in and you'll seem really weird.
It's like a little kid in the candy shop.
Hmm.
You know, so excited and all of that. So you want to be goofy and, you know, feel like lovey-dovey stuff.
Yeah. You'll send messages and say, oh, why did I send that? Why did I send that? Yeah. Those kinds of moments.
So is that like when you know you really like someone?
Yeah.
When you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you recommend this casual, fun activities, intimacy?
What do you mean? Recommend?
Is it something because we were just talking earlier with you guys
Yeah.
before we came live, like our definition. Like, let me give my definition before I even ask you this question. For I kind of understand your definition and Minia's definition of casual sex, and I also feel like there are a lot of women out there who don't do casual sex because of how they view their self and their self moral, and there's some women out there who are like, you know, I'm all about having fun. This is my body. I can do whatever I want to do with it, you know. And kudos to you. We are not here to like, you know, point the finger and say that you're this, you're that, you know. So each his own. But for me personally, I do not believe in casual sex. Especially, I'm that kind of person. Like, even if I ever have intimacy with somebody, it's always had to lead to something. It could be it's a short-term relationship, a long-term relationship, but it has to be a relationship related to something before ever I could have anything intimacy with somebody. Because, as we were saying earlier, that casual sex are normally for those people who don't really like, you know, they're not emotionally intact or with their feelings. So it's all about down there and their needs. And some women, they like to be intellectual stimulated. So for those women who are like me and Minia, we kind of like to get.
Wait.
Yeah.
You just put both of you in the same. You don't even know what our interests are.
But we just
sexually.
talked about it. Minia, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Our
You can
viewers
just add
our
it.
viewers don't know
Let's go.
anything.
It's going
mean-
somewhere. It's going somewhere.
Yeah, but Minia, okay. So just answer this question: are you the kind of girl who would have casual sex, or you're the one who want to get to know the person first before ever you have anything intimacy with the person?
Yeah, definitely. Let's start with saying I would love to be the kind of a girl who would enjoy casual sex
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like it would make my life easier.
Mm-hmm.
But so far I haven't been able to be that kind of a girl.
And why is that?
Because I feel like I want to get to know the person first, and like you said, I want to be like intellectually stimulated first,
Mm-hmm.
and that way I will get interested in the other person. So basically, just sex with someone who's physically attractive to me is not going to give me any pleasure. So I'm looking for a deeper connection that forms with sometimes shorter, sometimes longer time. And then I will be interested enough to have sex with them. And sometimes I might stall the process a little bit just to protect myself,
Mm-hmm.
to kind of want to see whether they care about me as a person.
Playing games.
I might play games a little bit. So I might
I mean,
be
it's all
al-
about playing games. If you don't play a game,
Yeah.
what's fun about it?
Yeah. So I might be already thinking, okay, I'm going to do it with this person, but let's just stall it a little bit because I want to confirm as much as I can that
if
they
the
are
connection
serious.
is real.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because also I want it to lead somewhere. If I'm already interested in the person enough to want to have sex with them,
Yeah,
it usually means that I'm interested in them also in long term.
exactly.
And I would like to establish some kind of a relationship with that person.
Mhm, mhm.
So yeah, casual sex just like that without strings attached so far has not worked out for me, but maybe that day will come.
Yeah, looking forward to it, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's never too late.
Nope.
Well, I'm of the opinion that casual sex works
Yeah.
depending on the scenario. And the scenario also includes the criteria I mentioned earlier. If the
You can mention it
criteria-
again. The viewer wasn't listening. So
Okay.
yeah, what are those?
Well, I didn't mention any particular criteria, but
Yeah.
if a man has a set of criteria he has for the lady he's looking for, if he has casual sex,
Mhm.
it doesn't matter if he met her that moment, they had sex just that one time.
Mm,
If she meets his criteria, it's like a slam dunk. It's just like he just goes into it and he's not even thinking. It's like mindless. Because
okay.
he
What
feels
about if
at
he
home.
doesn't?
If he doesn't, he just pretends he's interested and keeps going on with it,
Yeah.
which is a problem actually.
But that's the
Yes.
problem in nowadays relationship, because you wouldn't know if this guy likes you or just wanna,
Mhm.
because for a lot of guys, I feel like they are just acting, and to be, please correct me if I'm wrong, because like let's say right now we are here being open, about what we like and what we don't like, okay?
Mhm.
And there's some viewers out there listening, say, okay, these girls like to be, talked to, or these guys like to be, stimulated, sexually stimulated before ever they can do this and all that. And then we would find that kind of guy, okay?
Mhm.
He comes in our life.
Mhm.
He gives us all this, thing that we want to see in a guy. He's smart, he's this and that. How do you know that this guy is not playing his game to get what he wants? How can you
Yeah.
tell when a guy is for real and when a guy is faking it?
Please
So-
tell us.
Yes, please.
So, okay, I'll start from this point.
Mm-hmm.
For every guy you meet, there are a set of demands the guy has, or the guy might have.
Mm,
If you meet the Nigerian, you have to cook, you have to clean, you have to have kids,
mm,
you have to clean after him, you have to help him however he points out you should help him
mm.
without arguing. The moment you raise one fuss, he's like, bye. And I'm sorry that sounds like shallow.
Did you
or-
say if you meet a Nigerian, you have to cook, you have to clean, you have to have children, you have to what? What else?
You have to do a lot.
So to have what exactly? What is it bringing the table? If I'm having all those things, what is it bringing the table?
As I said earlier, Nigerians are like the minerals that God sprayed all over the earth. So when you get one of those minerals, you have to keep it. So you have to
But
So
what
they
do we
are
get out of it?
treasure. So basically,
Yeah.
they are treasure. So the man himself is a treasure.
we're the gift God gave to the earth.
I don't know who tell you these lies, but good ladies, please, we're going on short break and listen to this music, and we will be back debating with Toby about Nigerian being the whatever he just said.
God's gift to women.
God's gift to women. I beg.
OMG. Oh wow. Well, there's no lack of confidence there.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Somebody was just saying how Nigerian men are God gift to women. I'm pretty sure 99% of these people once agree to this statement. But since we're talking about Nigerian men, please, I want to stick to this topic. Because
Mhm.
me personally, I have never been with a Nigerian, like, in dating, but I have a lot of Nigerian friends, when it comes to guys and girls. I love Nigerian culture. I like how you guys are, so united when it comes to, doing things for one another, But because of the so many rumors I've heard about Yoruba demons, this and all that, I want you to talk about the Nigerian men. Where can we find the good Nigerian men? What tribes?
Let's get to
Let's
it.
get to that. Since you're saying here Nigerians are, gifts for women, or what did you say?
Yeah, that.
Okay.
Maybe I've been missing something in my life.
Yes, girl. You have.
Go
Okay,
on.
I'll start this way.
Mhm.
It depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for an ambitious,
I
building,
am an alpha female.
okay,
So I'm looking for an alpha male.
You can't find an alpha male if you're an alpha female.
Yes, you can, because I cannot be. It's like that's actually what an alpha female need. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Because we need somebody who can lead,
Otherwise, we're just gonna be
leading your
Leading
ass.
you, and then
we're gonna
being
gonna be-
annoyed by it also,
Exactly.
but still doing it.
Yeah. So as a woman who knows, who she is, you need somebody who can, talk to him with a respectful manner, lead without being too harsh about it. I don't know if you get what I mean.
Or being too controlling.
So for me, my list of what I look for in a man, most top is a God-fearing man, an ambitious man, a go-getter, ambition, right? And definitely a supportive partner, because as you know, I'm in this, entertainment industry and all that kind of stuff. So I need a guy who can push me towards my goals and all that,
I'm sorry, but what you want
Yeah.
and what you need are
Mhm.
very, very, very far from each other. It's like this like tug of war. They're pulling like.
What do you mean? Say, what do you mean? Come on, elaborate.
Okay. Let me put it this way: if
Yeah.
you're an alpha female,
Uh-huh.
it means you have opinions. Your
Yeah.
opinions are very, very strong, and you need someone who can listen to your opinions
Uh-huh.
without actually giving a response immediately. He lets it sink in.
Uh-huh.
He thinks about it.
Yeah.
Then,
Mm-hmm.
a few hours later or something, talks to you about your opinion.
Mm.
And by that time, you would have calmed down a bit about it.
Yeah.
Then he tells you, there is no alpha male in the world who goes through that process. Alpha males usually are the ones on the front line fighting. They are not going to sit down and listen to your opinion.
No, I think you got that wrong. I think
don't-
I'm
yeah.
gonna disagree on that, because it doesn't mean that an alpha male is a vulgar man who's like, like out there, showing how alpha he is. An alpha male can be somebody in the room and very introvert. He doesn't even have to speak.
Quiet
But
confidence.
when he walks in the inn, you know that this man is arrived. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? He has a presence in him that makes him. I like men like that. I don't like these lousy men, out there showing up. I like men who I know that, who is that guy? He's there sitting minding his business. That's to me is an alpha male.
True.
That's somebody I can look up to, and I don't want somebody who's everybody knows that person who's the show off. I don't like that kind of guy.
Okay.
So I think that's what you're referring to as an alpha male.
No.
No,
No.
a man can lead without even saying a word.
Opinion.
It's all about communicating.
Okay. Can I cut you off with that?
Yes.
What makes an alpha man an alpha man, in your opinion? What makes him an alpha man? What's that one
The
thing?
way
an
he
alpha man-
carries himself.
Oh, okay.
The way he carries himself.
What makes him carry himself that way? In your opinion, what makes him carry
For me,
himself
I
that way?
think a man who respects himself knows how to carry himself. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
He knows that, like a man who respects himself. Let's say he can be in a room full billionaires or millionaires, and he can still have this like a H&M t-shirt or whatever, and he's still content with who he is.
Hmm.
That to me speaks more volume than a guy, because there are a lot of guys who are copycats or trying to live this fake life. You know what I mean?
And
Have this,
pretentious.
take
Mm.
these loans to buy
Yeah.
cars, to buy this, just to show off to another person because the other person is doing good, but you don't know how the other person went there and how they get there. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So a man who is confident enough to be like surrounded by all this greatness around him, but he's still content with who he is.
Yeah.
That's to me is an alpha male, because I will have more respect for him
Yeah.
than for somebody who is just, because life is up, it's gives and
Yeah,
takes.
yeah.
It's a moment and a season.
Yeah, but I would like
Mm.
to come in with my own definition.
Please.
The only thing that makes a man confident
Yeah.
is knowledge.
Thank you.
Whether or
Mhm.
not he's
Mm.
shouty or he's not shouty, if
Yeah.
a man walks in somewhere
Mm,
and he's in the middle of billionaires,
mm,
he's wearing an H&M shirt.
mhm,
It doesn't matter, because what he has upstairs,
mm.
Mm.
he knows he's in the right room.
That's
He
true.
doesn't care who has jewelry. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So the thing is, alpha men who have knowledge, who know things,
Mhm.
they hardly shout.
Exactly.
They don't make noise.
They don't
Exactly.
make noise.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
Which is a problem
Yeah.
where when a woman comes forward and gives her opinion, already he's pissed. Like, why are you talking to me about this?
Yeah.
He might not say, hey, shut up. But he's like, then she's like, you should do this, you should do this, you should do this. Now he's looking at you like, he might not say anything to you, but you are pissing him off. Because
But
you're
when
now
you
a
say
man.
when you say woman, you gotta elaborate.
Okay, an alpha,
that,
an alpha woman.
No.
But-
I think you have a very different definition of an alpha woman.
Yeah, because
Okay,
Toby, you
okay.
said. Let me just say this
Yes,
quickly.
say it, please. Vivian.
Because you said opinions that
Mhm.
if a strong woman has strong opinions on her own, and then like alpha female in this case, and then the alpha male wouldn't be able to handle it because he wouldn't be able to listen to her opinions if he has different types of opinions. But I don't really agree with that, because I feel like both of these alpha females and males, if they are indeed alpha, in my mind, they should be able to be confident in themselves and their opinions, and be also able to disagree.
Mhm.
You don't have to agree on everything.
Respectfully.
If the woman has
Mm.
opinions that the man doesn't agree with, he can
Mm.
still listen to her.
Yeah.
Even if he's alpha, he doesn't have to go there and be like, no, my opinion is the right one.
And you have to stick with it. Yeah, I get
Yeah.
what you mean. Yeah.
Like, you can agree to disagree also. And if you're both confident, it doesn't lead necessarily to any conflict. And also, yeah, like, I think an alpha male wouldn't necessarily be somebody who's out everywhere shouting and screaming and making a number of himself. I feel like he would be somebody who's confident enough to step back and just be who he is, and not really mind about the other's opinions of himself.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna give my
okay.
I brought a shout out Joe, the guy, the producer, and the one
Yes.
who owns this radio station. You see how humble he looks,
Mhm,
and you see, look at him. You wouldn't tell like he's an alpha male, right?
mhm.
But he's a true definition of alpha male.
Yeah.
He doesn't make noise when he do things. He do it, and people see.
Yes. No
That's
need to
to
prove
me.
a point.
Yeah, you don't need to prove a point.
Mm.
Yeah.
So anybody who wants to prove a point to me, and they walk like a male, and you get what I mean? That's
Mhm.
not, to me. That's not the definition of alpha male.
Yes.
Alpha male doesn't make noise.
Mhm.
Your action, you lead by actions. You
Yes.
don't lead by talking.
True. But
Yeah.
alpha. Okay, let me put it this way.
Okay, you're gonna put that way, and then we're gonna change the topic, because we're not here to
Yeah,
talk about
yeah.
alpha male and
Yeah.
alpha female. That's a whole different topic for another day.
A man being productive
Yeah.
does not mean he's not alpha.
Mm.
Alpha is a sign of leadership.
Yes.
Because a man is productive and successful does
Mhm.
not mean he's alpha.
Mhm.
He's successful, he's
Mhm.
driven, he knows what he's doing, he's intelligent, he's doing everything right.
Mm.
Does not make him alpha. An alpha is someone who uses ego and uses intelligence to be like a frontier. Is the one always usually in front.
Mhm.
If you put two people who are frontiers, it's like putting two captains on one ship.
Mm.
They are going to kill each other.
If
That's
you
not-
what?
If you put two captains on one ship,
Yeah.
they are going to kill each other.
Nope.
Well,
No, because you know what? Now let me educate you about alpha female. One of few things. I think you have the wrong concept. When you think of alpha female, you just think about this bossy lady who has to have the last word and this and that. But alpha female, actually, they are the most submissive women you can get. But the only reason why they become this so-called bossy, or they have to have things their way, because they haven't met a man who challenged them. You know what I mean?
Or who would take the lead?
Who take the lead, because I want to be lead. I want to follow.
Yeah.
But if I am with somebody who wants to follow me,
Then you have to lead.
then I have to lead. I don't have options but to lead. You get what I mean? So that's the difference. So when I have a man who he doesn't even need to tell me, like, I see his move, I see his actions, it will leave me no other option but to follow his lead, because he's leading by example.
But you would do it gladly.
I will gladly do it. I will even cook for him, clean for him, because it will come from my heart. You know what I mean? But if I see a guy who just yap without no action, and then he want me to follow his lead
And be his mother.
and be everything, then that's when the alpha female step up.
define an alpha female.
I'll define an alpha, in my own opinion, an alpha female is a woman who knows what she wants, and she definitely know negotiating about it. You know what I mean? Until a man comes in her life, like alpha female wants a man who she can learn from.
Amen.
You know what I mean? Who she can learn from.
Isn't that like all women?
No, no, some women, they settle for what they can get. An alpha female doesn't settle.
That's boss.
No,
lady to me.
yeah, exactly. I am boss lady. I'm proud of it. And if my alpha male somewhere is out there listening, don't hesitate to contact, because I
Oh, God. God.
But like I just feel like most women should know what they want, and that's okay to me. Like it doesn't mean that you are bossy. You just know what you want. You know your worth, and you're not gonna negotiate about it.
Mhm.
So if you want an alpha female, that means you actually want to be lead. You don't want to be a leader. Like I don't want to be a leader, but I don't have a choice.
Mm.
I don't have a choice because I'm surrounded by people who look up to me, who want me to lead. So I cannot be like, I want to be led. You know what I mean? But let's say you right now, you are sitting right in front of me, right? And you telling me, Diana, we're going to do this and this. I will lead. I will follow your lead because you already have a vision. You get it? You already have a vision. You spoke about your vision to me, and I respect your vision. But
Yep.
if it's just a man who just, talk about his dreams, we have all those men, oh, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna be doing this, I'm gonna be doing that, and then what you see those people are doing, sitting watching TV 24 hours, not doing anything productive, not, they're just yapping them out.
Okay, but can I say something about that dream you just said?
Yes.
I can't give a factual statement about this, but I believe that every marriage you see comes with a level of a man talking to
Yeah.
his woman about his dreams. Now, if he doesn't get up and do something about it, then he's yapping. But
Yeah.
all men
Uh.
talk to their significant others about their dreams.
Of course, they
All.
should.
It's like a pillow talk. The man will explain, even draw maps of his ideas, and this is how it should be, this, that. And she's like, yeah.
No,
But he needs
you
to
know,
do something
Then,
about it also.
then
Yes.
if he doesn't do something, yes, you're right, then he's yapping.
I am talking out of experience. I've witnessed thousands, my friends, countless of my friends, even myself included, like being with somebody who just yaps and never like take action. And I'm that kind of person, like I kudos to Minia what she just did. She just quit her 9 to 5 job to pursue her career. You know what I mean? If I would be a guy and in her life, I would support her because I'm that kind of person. Like I want to see you win. I want to see you be successful. So whatever you're doing, your dream is,
Yeah.
So if my guy would tell me that, you know what, this is my vision and this, and I have a way to help him, I will push him,
Yes.
But you cannot help somebody who doesn't want to help themselves.
True.
That's
Mhm.
what I'm saying with
Mhm.
this, with many people who have dreams and all that. I am surrounded by a lot of go-getters, hustlers, and their mindsets. So most of my friend group, anybody you see around me, just know that they're doing something good.
Yeah.
That's nice.
You know?
That's nice.
So
Mhm.
for me, it's always like when somebody said they want to do this, I will support you.
Yeah.
But if you're just saying and you're not taking action, you're not asking the right question, you're not meeting the right people, but you just want to say it because it feels good, it feels motivating.
And then it makes you look like you're going to do something, but then with time you're gonna see they're not gonna do anything.
Exactly. Okay, guys, we're gonna take a short commercial break and then we'll be right back to talk about the juicy topic. Stay tuned, guys. Okay.
Kwenye moyo nimekupa siti, wendo dereva, sakukuacha,
That's us.
Can you hear me?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was extremely good.
That's
And the thing about it that I saw the effect when she's met with government. When my dad talks, he's like, but then my dad is also very hardworking person. He has income. So he's always like,
I know, but that's trauma.
Where's my volume, by the way?
It's coming.
Because I need to put it lower a bit. My volume.
Don't charge anything, baby. Okay, put your mic on. Where's on? Put your on. Put it on. Okay, guys, we are back in. The topic today is the thin line between casual sex and love. As you guys were listening just now, we were just talking about alpha female, definition of alpha female and alpha male. So we have given our own definition of alpha female and alpha male. I don't know if Minia has given her definition of alpha male. What do you think is an alpha male before we get to the next question?
Alpha male is somebody who is a natural leader in my
Mhm.
mind, but it
Mhm.
doesn't have to be somebody who's over dominating and controlling and loud. To me, an alpha male would be a leader who is quiet and confident, knows what he's doing, but also knows how to give space to the woman in his life to lead sometimes, but he is the one who is willing to take the step to take the lead, and she can follow. If she has something to say about it, she will say it, and they will he will give her space to lead sometimes as well.
Okay.
But initially he's a leader, but he's not loud, he's not overpowering. That's to me an alpha male.
And that's to us very sexy.
Oh yes.
Okay, Toby. So now let's change the gear to you. Before, I don't want this topic to be about casual sex, but when it, I would like to change the gear to Obi, since you're here, and sorry, Toby, since you are here.
Thank you.
I have a few questions that I wanted to ask from a male perspective. We're talking about love. Nowadays, to find love is really rare, guys. You don't know. So if you have love or you have somebody you've been with for a long time, please cherish that person, because nowadays you'll find everything else but the real deal. So when you find the real deal, it's really, really rare gem. So hold that thing tight.
Hold it.
As you know, love is a beautiful thing, so you better hold that thing tight. So talking about love, and there are ladies out there wondering, what is a wife material? Definition of a wife material. So I would like to hear Toby's perspective. What do you think makes a woman a wife material?
This is a serious matter.
These are for the people who are looking for love, basically,
Yeah.
so they can learn from this.
I think wife material is an overused term. I think there is no such
Overused.
thing.
There's no short.
There's no such thing as wife material.
Well, okay, if you had to give some examples of what you would be looking for in a person you want to wife,
Yeah.
what would those attributes be?
Thank you.
Oh, well, okay.
Yes.
Me personally,
Mm-hmm.
my friend Chris, shout out to Chris, by the way,
Yeah.
he calls me weird because in one hand I want this, in the other hand I don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, well, I think by rule of thumb, if you want, for example, a Nigerian or a black person or something, they usually want something similar to each other. For example, they would like someone who can cook. Because why? They really like food, and in Nigeria we say this thing that the way to a man's heart is
It's through his stomach.
Mhm.
Mhm.
If you fulfill just that one thing, you've already struck gold in his heart. You have already he's going to be stuck with you. If you make him one thing, even if it's a sandwich, you goes like, oh, she thought about making me a sandwich. Wow. If you make him jollof rice, now you're just living there rent free. if you make him fufu,
So jollof rice and egusi is the way to Nigerian Manhattan.
man,
Good
if
to
you
know.
make him fufu, if you make him fufu, you go out of your way and make him fufu, you're having his baby.
Hey,
Period.
is that easy?
Whoa. Oh, whoa.
Is that easy, huh?
My dear sister out there, please,
Yeah.
it's so simple. Just go out of your way and go to YouTube, type something out,
And
try
learn how to cook, right?
Just learn something, and when he comes, surprise him and see what happens. A few months after you'll be pregnant, you'll be saying, "Oh, my back." Yeah, that's how
Okay,
it
you know
is.
what, Toby? Let's get serious.
No, but
wait,
honestly-
Toby. Right now, let's
Yeah.
say you're looking for a wife.
Yeah.
What would be your list as a wife material? Like, okay, this guy, she has what I need her to have for her to become my wife. What are those things? Those are the things I want to hear from you.
Number one,
Yes, thank you.
food.
Hey, food number one. So
Mhm.
that
If she
means
can't
jollof rice,
cook.
all these things.
If you don't have to cook all the best dishes.
Yeah,
just
but-
try.
You just have to try. Even noodles. Noodles
the
are
effort.
acceptable,
No,
right?
no,
Noodles,
Noodles.
Indomie, you don't want Indomie.
Am I like a goat?
Go to salad now. You eat salad.
No. Okay. My point is that you have to show effort to want to learn how to cook.
Okay.
Because the kids have to eat something.
Okay, number one is food. What else? Number two?
two is please don't nag.
Nagging.
Nagging is the worst thing.
What do
you
you consider as nagging specifically?
Nagging is complaining, but you know what? Women don't complain. Women do not complain if you keep treating her the right way.
Yeah.
So if you don't want her to nag, remember, happy wife, happy home. Remember that. So keep her happy. She won't be
Are
nagging.
you asking my
Number
opinion?
two.
Are you asking my opinion?
I'm
Or
asking.
you're talking to
No,
me?
I'm telling you. This is
Continue.
the key. This is the key. Men's out there. If you don't want your woman to be up, make sure you know what's her favorite things. Come on, be that good man to her. Trust me, you will never hear her yapping or nagging.
Viewers, I hope you can take note that she's already like pushing me away from my own opinion.
As
It's
matter of
very
fact,
hard
as
for
matter of
me
fact,
too.
Toby, as matter of fact, if you really don't want her to nag, trust me, do whatever she likes.
Yeah.
I promise you, she will do 10 times more than what you're doing.
But you've not added the condition that I'm Nigerian and we are the mineral that God poured on the earth.
OMG.
And there, you, ladies and gentlemen, you have what is it called?
It's
Yoruba demon has arise. Has arise. I think continue. You have a nagging and food. What else? What else is in your list?
Yeah. What's the next thing on the list?
Because we want to give our list too.
Mhm.
So
Okay, number 3.
Mhm.
That would be really hard at the moment, but I think if she cooks and she doesn't nag and she's actually cooperative when he comes up with ideas or something, she takes him up on it, like asks questions like, okay, how does this work this way? Okay, you said this. Okay,
Supportive. That's what you mean.
Yeah, but not
supportive.
supportive like, oh yes, whatever you say, yes. But
Yeah.
like if he
Showing
says
interest. That what? Yeah,
and
exactly.
research
Mm.
research on his behalf. If
Mm.
he's looking for documentation for something,
Mm.
he can't figure it out, you go out of your way and go and check them. Say,
My
hey,
dear,
see
that
what
is
I
all
found.
in supportive now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But people outside there, I don't know if they figured this out, because sometimes some guys talk to me about, oh, they can't figure something out on website. I'm like, but you're dating a Finnish girl, and he's like, yeah, but she doesn't really check. I'm like, what's her purpose in life? She's Finnish, for God's sake. She should take the laptop and check.
Pardon me.
Man.
You know what?
It's their country. It's their country.
Stay tuned, guys. We're gonna go on short break, so stay tuned, guys.
Anytime you speak, she's like, let's go on a break.
Okay, guys. So Toby was just saying, what's their purpose? They are things they were supposed to be, intellectually smart to help people out. But Toby, my dear, you're misunderstanding. Those are women. They are not finished. They are women. They're just like me and
No.
your sisters. So
No,
we,
that's
I
not
get.
what I meant. That's not what I meant.
No, so you meant by they are
I meant that
thin.
this is their country.
This is their country.
So they should be helping you out and checking
With
out
documentation,
things for you.
language
But they should be
problems.
asking also. You ask and you receive.
It doesn't work like that.
It-
You don't even
it
know what
works
to
like
ask for
that.
sometimes.
No, you cannot assume. Assuming doesn't get you anywhere, darling. You ask and you will receive it. That's how it works in this world we live in.
A
Yeah.
smart woman called Madonna once said that a lot of
What?
people are afraid to ask or say what they want, and that's why they don't get what they want.
Exactly.
So-
So you cannot be
Yeah.
assuming. Like right now, let's say if I would just assume that, what's the example I can give? Something about you, Minia. Let me just assume. Let me just assume that Minia, you're this girl who has this and this and this and this, and I've assumed already that this is the kind of girl you are, right?
Mhm.
Getting to know you and realize that, oh my God, she's not what I think she is.
Mhm.
By looking at your Instagram pictures, I was assuming I have to be honest.
Sure, go ahead.
I was assuming that, damn girl, she is living her best life and all that kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
looking at you sitting next to me, you are the most sweetest, humblest girl I've met.
Oh,
You know what I mean? So you cannot assume.
Yeah.
Like I will ask Media.
I'm confused right now.
Yeah, you better be confused because after you leave here, you're gonna learn a few things.
Mia, did you just reference Madonna on what people should expect in life or something?
No. I referenced her because she said you need to ask for what you want in order to get it. If you never say what you want, you will never get it. It makes a lot of sense to me.
It does make a lot of sense.
Madonna is Madonna.
Yes.
She gets whatever she wants because she's
Yes.
Madonna.
Yes. But we can all be a little bit of Madonna.
What?
Yeah.
As a straight black man, how can I?
You can adopt that attitude. If you want something, you ask for it.
Huh. That's-
How else are people gonna know what you want?
that doesn't sound plausible in my world.
Okay, ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, please out there, if you are looking for love or looking for casual sex, we're here. Toby was just here listing his list of wife material. So he says that if a woman can cook, a woman who doesn't nag, a woman who is very supportive, a woman who helps him with so many stuff. What else was in your list, Toby?
Well, I also added no nagging, and I also added what was the third one again? Was it about
Supportive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you don't have to be supportive like, oh, throw money at him or
Mm.
go on. But the thing is, simple things like he's looking for, he doesn't know what office to go to get
Mm.
certain information. Try to
Mm-mm.
help him research. Ask your friends.
Mm.
Go out
Mm.
of your way. Those things mean a lot,
Mm.
especially when you're a foreigner in this country.
Yeah.
It means a lot, especially if you don't speak the language
Mhm.
or you're struggling mentally with certain issues. If the lady can get certain information, please help him out. Those are the ways the guy sees that you love him. It's not by, oh, we had sex yesterday, day for yesterday, why don't you love me? Who does sex help?
So Obi, those were your list as if a woman will have those qualities, then she's definitely a wife material, right?
No, not wife material. She now has passed certain criteria.
But I need you to listen to my question quite carefully. I asked you a simple question.
Wife
I'm
material does not exist here.
We were asking for your definition.
So, okay, wait, Minia,
Yes.
maybe you can give a few definition of what you think is a husband material. So Obi can,
Yes.
Toby can,
Take example.
take example from this.
Sorry, Toby.
yeah. Continue.
Well, okay, husband. I would like my husband to have qualities such as definitely supportive, like you said,
Mm.
support my dreams.
Mm,
Of course, be critical. If I seem to be spiraling out of control,
mm,
I want you to be realistic and bring me down to the ground.
mm,
But
mm,
I want him to be able to support my dreams, even if they aren't necessarily what he would do in his life. But he
Mm.
has to see what I am and believe in me,
mm,
and be my biggest cheerleader in that
Mm.
sense, like I would be to him also.
mm,
Definitely somebody who does not make me do all the household work just because I'm a woman,
mm.
but who also would like to do it with me.
Supportive, yeah.
Yes,
Mm.
so
Yeah.
equal share of household duties,
Yeah.
since assuming we are both working adults. So somebody who is willing to do that as well and clean and cook sometimes with me. I actually like cooking together,
Mm.
so that would be
That's quality time, actually.
yeah, that's quality time. Somebody who is okay with the fact that I am posting kind of sexy pictures online and expressing myself that way. Somebody who's not intimidated by that or judging me based on that.
somebody who accepts you fully for who you are.
Yes.
Basically, yeah.
Yes, basically
Mhm.
that's it. Thank you.
Okay.
That was the third.
I see Toby smirking there. What's so
I'm not-
funny,
I'm not
guys?
smirking.
What
I'm
is
just-
so funny there?
Smirk away.
Yeah.
I'm not judging. I'm not judging or saying you can't have that, but man, that's a long list. Man, I don't know.
Well,
That's
then
a
you just need to be
long
confident enough to deal with these things.
Yeah.
I'm not done though.
Go on, baby. Go on.
So okay.
list. Continue.
Wait, somebody who takes care of themselves physically, because I also try to do that.
Mm,
So it would be great that if we would both be kind of on the same page about it. And great thing would be to have a workout buddy. I would love to be able to work out with my significant other and kind of
Mhm.
motivate each other in that sense to stay fit and to take care of our bodies. So I would love that. And then somebody who is kind of on the same page with me about in terms of sexual desires and stuff like that,
yeah.
and also be able to work on them together. So trying new things and learning new things about each other and stuff like that. So open to trying new stuff out and being kind of curious in that sense.
So adventurous.
Yes.
Somebody who's adventurous, spontaneous,
Yeah.
all that good stuff.
Yes.
Those were a good list. Those were. Toby, you wanted to add something?
No, I like the list. It's just I don't know where those men live.
I
I
don't know. If I knew.
Because
You know what, Media, darling, I'm gonna root for you. You're gonna find that. You just have to manifest
you.
it. Manifesting it. Trust me, you're gonna meet your Prince Charming sooner or
I want
later.
to manifest Euro jackpot too.
Yeah, keep manifesting. That you never know. Anything,
Yeah,
anything is whatever you manifest,
Yeah.
Mhm.
it will come to light.
Yeah,
Yes.
Thank you.
So that you guys had a pretty good list. Now let's change the gear to men. this topic basically there's like love and also what's include when it comes to love. So I just asked about the wife material thing. Now I'm gonna ask about the cheating aspect. I know it's a long list, so please let's try to keep it like brief,
Mhm.
minimum.
Yes.
I wanna what do you think about a guy, like when it comes to do men, of course men cheat, but it's a question that I wanted to ask. Who cheat the most when it comes to men and women? I will go to Toby.
Me? What?
Yes, no. I said you can, if you would like to answer. In your opinion, who do you think cheat the most, men and women, when you compare to those?
Well, the media make it look like men are like demons, but I don't know. In reality, if we check, I really don't know. I really don't know.
Okay. What about you, Miriam? What you think?
Kind of the same. I wouldn't know what
Mm.
the statistics are, but I would like to say men might do that more frequently,
Mm.
just based on the experiences that I've heard from my friends.
Yeah.
I have kind of a lot of friends, and we do talk about this kind of stuff a lot because everybody who associates with me is usually like me, open and honest, and pretty much like an open book. We talk about everything.
Everything. Yeah.
So I would say that according to my friends' experiences, men probably cheat more often, but I'm not saying that women don't cheat. Women definitely do cheat as well.
Yeah. From my own perspective, this is how I'll put it. Men's, no offense to the men's out there and Toby, but to my own opinion, I think that men's are dumb enough to get caught, and women's are smarter. You know what I mean? Like, well, women cheat, but they will never cut them. But men's, they make it obvious because you guys don't know how to. You guys think you can play the game, but boy, the woman can play the game better. Trust me.
Shots
But
fired.
you guys are just, you're not too smart about it because it's obvious, especially a man who's in love. You know what I mean? Because it's written all over your face, all over your acts. Like you will got caught. Like for me, I have caught few of my exes back then by their actions. They're not themselves. But meanwhile, I was doing whatever they were doing behind their back, and they never knew that. You know what I mean? So that's why I say that. Like. Two can play that game too. Men's are just dumb enough, in my opinion. Some men's. No, that's my honest opinion. So I'm entitled of how I feel and how I think.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Yes, please.
What was the dumbest thing a guy has done that made you catch him cheating?
Oh my God, that's a perfect question. I need to go way back.
How far back?
Yeah. Go down that memory lane.
This was before I even became a mom. So in my early 20s, like 19, 18 or something like that.
Yeah.
What's it? Because most of my ex, they're like professional footballers, So you know how men's footballers, of course, you know how they are.
Yeah.
How are they?
Oh, they play ball well. They play ball off and on. No, they play the ball off and on.
The court.
Okay.
So they like to kick balls different
All
areas.
the balls, even the ones on the chest. And the
Balls flying over the place.
So, but for me personally, there was this guy that I was 5 years on off, and it was a distance relationship. There was he was somehow popular back then, and there's these girls who would just follow me. They would, Facebook used to be hot that time. So you just get new followers, and they're all like girls. And you know how African girls be like, some girls, when they want their boyfriend, they want to stalk the girl that they're with. So that's how I kind of knew that there was something going on, because we wasn't together. He would be calling me every day. We're talking every day, everything like that. But for me, I've always been that kind of person. I've never trusted a man 100%. It's always 50-50 for me. You know what I mean? So I've never fully dived in like a fool, like, oh, I'm in love. I've never been like that. It's always like 1 feet in and 1 feet out. So whenever something happened to me, I'm not shocked. I'm like, oh, like heartbroken.
Disappointed,
I'm
but not surprised.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. Not surprised. Definitely not surprised. So with these ladies adding me and all that, one of them actually wrote me like, hey, you must be Diana, you're dating so and so. I just wanted to let you know that I'm talking to this guy. I want to make it obvious that he's mine. I said, okay, you can have him. I would never fight for a man. That's for sure. That's something I never did. So what happened was, the girl wants the guy, but he told her that he has a woman. So I think she wanted to kind of, sabotage the relationship by telling me, so I would break up with him so she can have him.
Yeah.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what she was trying to do. But for me, I, it's like I said, I wasn't like shocked.
Mm.
He's a footballer. He's a
Mhm.
good-looking guy. So I know
Mhm.
if I'm not there, he will be entertained by the next woman. That's how my mindset is. And shout out to my dad, because my dad is the one who actually raised me up. So he already schooled me about the mindset of a guy. How guys think and what guys do to get what they want. So maybe that's why I'm a different kind of woman, and I'm not that type of emotional person or believe.
Your dad snitched on us.
So yeah,
Go Dad.
he's an OG. He's an OG. So he's been there, done that. So he's an OG, and I've. It's really not easy for me to believe the bullshit guy says these days. So it's
Yeah.
sorry. Sorry. Yeah. Go on.
What did he do that got you to catch him?
Yeah.
I want to see.
So
I want
it
to
was
hear-
the girl who basically snitched on him to you, but
Yeah, it was the guy who snitched on him. And also when he came to visit me from wherever he was playing, when he came to visit me, he'll be like waking up late night to go talk on the phone, or like when he's texting, he will text in a way that you won't see him and all that.
the private phone calls. Yeah.
Oh my god, you guys! I
Yeah.
need to share this. I'm gonna share the most embarrassing one. This is another ex. Actually, with this ex I was engaged with. We were engaged, living together, and then I would say he was Mr. Perfect. He's not a footballer. He's like a computer guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was Mr. Perfect. The definition of a perfect guy. He was the guy that you just described, that you want him to help you to clean, cook, walk, gift you. He was that, and he was a black man, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't no white man. He was a black man. So he was being all nice, and everybody thought I hit a jackpot.
Yeah.
But for me, in my mind, I was just thinking to myself, there's something about this guy. He's not, you know what I mean?
Too perfect.
He's too perfect. There's something. So I've always been like, there's something.
Mm.
And like I told you earlier, like I'm always 1 foot in and 1 foot out, So everybody else admire us like from far.
Yeah.
But I live with this guy. And for some reason, even though he seems so perfect, there's something.
Yeah.
So I was at that time, even though I was with him, but I was still like attached to my ex that I was.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't fully like
committed
to
emotionally.
him emotionally like that. So to my unfortunate what happened to me and this guy, at that time I used to have a Finnish friend of mine. I'm not gonna mention her name. This friend, she's this girl who likes black men, so she'll be swinging different ways and all that. And this my guy one time went out with his friends, and he got drunk. One thing leads to another, and then they hook up. That's my friend.
Ouch.
And I never knew that. 2 years later, I never knew that.
Oh no.
So 2 years later, we were like, this friend of mine will come to my house, we would cook and clean, we watch movies, all three of us. And I never knew that these two had something.
Oh.
Okay, I'm sharing now my deeper secret, okay?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So I never knew that these two had something. So there was this one time, that time MSN, MSN, not Facebook, MSN, where you send messages.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the girl went home. That time the girl was dating a Nigerian guy that she loaned money, and then the guy didn't want to give her that money. And then the guy said, have you told Diana what she did to her man? Like, so he was kind of blackmailing her, like, if you don't tell Diana, I will tell Diana. Over the money
that he owed
yeah
her.
That he owes,
Oh God.
So basically they knew what was going on.
God's gift to women, huh?
So basically, and so the lady was forced to tell me because the guy owned him. Otherwise she wouldn't have told me. Imagine. And I was like, taking her as a sister, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then she wrote me like, hey Diana, there's this thing I wanted to tell you. And I quote, she said, I wouldn't have told you if this guy wouldn't have told me that he's not gonna pay me. So basically she already decided she wasn't gonna tell me, but she had to tell me so she can get her money.
That's bad.
So as she was
continue.
So as she was writing to me, my heart just like stood up, and right away I just thought like, oh shit, something happened. And then she told me that there was this time 2 years ago, I was in Vaiski. There's a boat called Vaiski here in
Mhm.
Helsinki. I don't know if you guys have been there.
Nope.
Yeah, I was in Vaiski, and I was drunk, as you know, and I saw this guy there, and I asked about you, and he said that you guys are not together anymore.
Nice.
And that was the first time he actually ever went out without me. We
Mhm.
always go out together.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first time he went out without me. So, and then then I took him home, and then we had sex, and I was like, "You had what?
Mm.
When?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was 2 years ago. I'm like, 2 years ago, why didn't you tell me about this? Like, then. Well, I didn't want to tell you, but now that you know, I want to tell you. So okay. Okay, I guess that story was juicy enough. Because shout out to Canada, Clement, watching all the way from Canada. Shout out to you.
Ooh.
Shout out to all the viewers out there. So, as I was saying with my topic, um, so this girl,
Yeah.
she took the guy home, and they did what they did. And then I never find out. 2 years later,
Mm-hmm.
she told me through text. So what I did, and this is how I normally operate, guys. Like I told you, I don't really nothing really surprises me, you know. What I did was I called my dad. In Africa, in our culture,
Yeah.
when things like this happen, especially when you are engaged, about to be married, you call your elders,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I called my dad, and I called my uncle, I called his best friend, and I even called the girl.
Oh.
I said that we're gonna have a meeting. If what you're telling me is right, you're gonna come here this time and tell me what you just tell me in my face in front of everybody.
Elders.
Oh.
Okay? So the guy was there, everybody else was there, my dad was there, and then the girl came, and then she told me exactly what she told me in front of this guy. But mind you, this guy, even till this day, it's been 10 years later,
Yeah.
even till this day, he's denying that he never smashed her.
Of course.
Okay, that brings me to one question.
Yes.
Wait, two questions.
Yes.
Actually. Number one, did the Nigerian guy get his money? Pay the money?
Oh, that's why I never knew. No, he never paid.
Okay, I knew. I figured
Yeah, he
out
never
that-
paid. He never paid. He never paid.
So
us.
even though
Yeah.
she told you which
Mhm.
was the condition to
Yeah.
get the money,
Mhm.
he still never paid.
No, he still never paid.
I
He,
knew
ne-
he was
Wow.
never going to pay.
He never
But
paid.
it's
Of course he knew.
fine.
he never paid. And then the funny fact about this, I forgive the girl, and honestly speaking, I could have forgiven this guy. Until this day, we could have been together because we already built like more than 6 years relationship. And
Mhm.
whatever she told me then, that happened 2 years ago.
Mm.
It wasn't like a recent thing. You know what I mean? All I wanted from this guy is his honesty, telling me that, you
Yes.
know what, I effed up, I was
Mhm.
drunk, and something happened. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I could have forgive him because I wasn't innocent myself at that time. Like I said, I was still having some mixed feelings with my ex,
Mhm.
and I was, even though I was with him, I was still talking to my ex. So I myself knew that I wasn't also innocent. You know what I mean? So all I wanted from him was his honesty. Like, tell me the truth. But till this day,
Mhm.
12 years later, he's still saying no, he never smashed.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me, I guess.
It
So, guys, there you
Just
have
be
it.
honest.
Yeah, just be honest, respectfully. Just be honest.
Well,
And
I
the
have a
truth.
question to ask.
Yes.
Both of you actually. It's about girl to girl jealousy.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Is it real?
In what context?
Yeah, you have to define what do you mean. Is it real? Jealousy is real, of course. It's always jealousy.
Will your friend
Mm.
knowingly sabotage your relationship?
100%.
Knowingly.
I would love to believe that they wouldn't, but I don't know if I'm that naive anymore. Maybe they would. Maybe they would.
Knowingly sabotage in a sense that, let's say, especially if it's a good guy, if it's a guy that they know that everybody will want, and the guy is with you, they will say some smirk stuff about, oh, I'm better than this. I personally do not have those type of friends in my corner, and if I don't have those kind of friends in my corner, but I have seen witness
Mm.
other people going through that drama and stuff like that. My friends is all about positive and elevating stuff, and we are actually like boosting each other up. We don't have the same taste in men and stuff like that. So
Same, yeah.
yeah, so it's really like, but there are a lot of females out there who are
Mm.
who are thinking like that, but that also indicates how educated they are, you know what I mean, how
Well-
knowledgeable they are. So it's all about knowledge.
Then again,
Yeah.
if that were to happen, I don't think if that were to happen to me, I wouldn't want that guy then anyway. Because if you can be stolen or taken away from me,
Yeah.
then I didn't want you in the first place, or you didn't want me in the first place. If somebody can come, swoop in, and take you away from me, then that means that's just good. Just
Okay.
you two just deserve each other, and I don't want somebody who can just be stolen away from me anyway.
But for me, let me say that. I actually agree with you, but I also wanted to add that I'm that kind of person. Let's say if I'll be going out with Toby,
Mm.
and I notice that me and him, we do kind of like each other, but I feel like he's more connected with you. Like I'm a matchmaker. I'm sorry, guys. Like even though like I'll be with a guy who likes me, but if I see that, oh my god, this guy would have this thing that Minia likes,
Mm.
I'll put myself aside and try to make something happen between you two, because I just feel like you guys will hit it more better than me and that person. And that has happened a lot of times with me, because it's because I'm not that I'm selfish like that, like selfless like that. Like I would want to see you two happy, because in my head I would just think that it's not going to work anyway between me and him. So why do I have to entertain that because he likes me or I like him? He could be happily having something with you. But if I already pursue that relationship with him, I will actually be in the stand, like, not for you guys not to connect, because we already had that emotional bond. You know what I mean?
But
So
I don't believe all that. I don't, because let me tell you, I don't.
because for
believe
me,
that.
I wouldn't. Let's say I wouldn't.
I love
wouldn't
the realism over here.
yeah, I wouldn't be like if Minia or let's say Minia would be with you and
Yeah.
haven't had nothing with you and
Yeah.
say, Diana, there's this guy I'm talking to, but I feel like you guys are more connected too. I want you to get to know him. I will actually hear that more than Minia telling them, Diana, there's this guy, I've been hooking up with. We had a few time, good time, but it's not for me. But would you want to be with him? That's a hell no.
Okay,
You get what I mean?
But
Yeah.
I think women
Yeah.
most of the time are not willing to fight for what it is they like. If you have a man with you and your friend
Mm.
is actively trying to sabotage it, maybe it worked once and now the girl has sabotaged it. Will you jeopardize your own happiness just for your ego?
What do you mean? I'm not sure I understand.
I think it's
Will you break up something that you should fight so hard to keep because your friend is trying to sabotage it?
I wouldn't if I saw that me and him have a better connection and she's just there trying to break something up that already works. Of course, I think what she was referring to is that the relationship is maybe already not having like a future and she can't see it going anywhere like in the long run. And in that case, maybe she can break it off in order to sort of maybe match
somebody
friend-
else with
yeah.
it, somebody. But I
How
get
do you know that a relationship is not going anywhere?
because I know myself.
If
That's
you can
how.
already see that the
How?
connection is
No,
not
because
there.
for me, I know myself. Like I will get instant connection with somebody. I know it will work or not. So why bother waste my time when I know that that person could be happier with somebody else?
Earlier, you asked me
Yes.
a simple question.
Yeah.
You said, "What is the woman material that
Wife
material,
I'm
yes.
looking for?"
Yeah,
And you also answered the question.
yeah.
In this your in this way that you can figure it out, please can you define the criteria? What are those things that determine if you want to be in it or not be in it?
Okay, so basically for me, like I said, the most number one definitely is the connection. And how do I know that this me and this guy we have a connection? You know what is unspoken words? Like we can be in the same room and like you don't even need to speak to me. I already know what you want to say. You know what I mean? Unspoken words. So sometimes you find this is very cliche to say a soulmate without even knowing that that person is a soulmate. But by just you can just run into somebody, you just have that instant connection with that person.
Yeah.
Even the way you think, like sometimes you might want to say the same thing together at the same time
Yeah.
without even thinking about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, most definitely is the connection. The first time when I met somebody, that connection, that vibe that I get with somebody, that I know that okay, we could have something. There will be something real, you know. But if I don't get that from the first meet up, I already know that it's gonna be hard for me to build it up
Yeah.
because it's gonna come naturally. It has to
Yeah.
come naturally for me.
Mm.
So that's for me. That's the connection that I'm looking for,
Mm.
and I know a lot of people. So it's really hard for me to get that connection. So why do I have to waste my time because you like me, or you know, you can find. And I feel like okay, this guy has these qualities. But I've talked to Minia. Minia like this kind of quality about this guy. Let me. That's how I operate. That's how my brain operates.
Yeah.
And trust me, I have made a lot of people happy in a very happy relationship.
Would you like to make me happy?
I would definitely, definitely, girl.
Just
I'm waiting
I
for
make
it.
sure
would.
it's not a football player.
No, you know what?
Yeah.
Just let me know what you like and how you like them. There are a lot of single. I have a lot of single males out there, you know, who are hardworking.
Athletic.
For sure, for sure. We
Six
already
packs.
went through the list. Six pack
Okay,
is not
so
necessary.
Minia is single
It's
right
not?
now, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and you are searching.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, so if you would be searching right now, what kind of guy would be like definitely like go for?
The one that is husband material.
Okay, so you're looking to settle down, have some babies.
I don't necessarily want babies. I don't know if I ever do.
Mhm.
At least not right now.
Mhm.
But I believe that if I found the right person, I would maybe be into that. It's just that I don't want to have a child alone. If I
Okay.
meet the right kind of person, I
Yeah.
might.
You want a family. You don't want to be
Yeah,
you
no,
want a family. That's
Definitely
true.
not going to do it by myself.
Yeah.
So if I find somebody someday
Mm,
that is good enough and is trustworthy and I
Mm.
can see I can be with regardless.
mm,
See, for me, the main point is I find somebody who loves me for me
mm,
and I love them for them.
mm.
And we want to be together anyways.
Exactly.
And then we can decide whether the kids will come into the picture or not.
Yeah.
But for me, love has to be there first.
Oh, that's the main key. That's the main ingredient.
Love.
Yes.
How do you, this love is hard to explain.
Toby.
Me, I believe
Yes.
that
Mm.
friendship
It's
is
love
the beginning
of love.
love.
That
Yeah,
is
yeah,
true.
for sure.
If
Often
You're
can-
right.
If
You're
you
right.
and
Mm.
someone
Mm.
can stand each other
Mm.
long enough
Mm,
Yeah.
to fall in love with each other,
mm.
that's when you found love.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely
If
agree
you
with
can't
you.
stand each other, if the person talks and you're like, this motherfucker. Sorry.
You mean this holy man, yes? This holy man.
If you can't stand someone long enough to actually have a 10-minute conversation without going like, man, shut up, or just walking away or something,
Mm,
maybe you're in the wrong situation.
mm.
So
For sure.
this love thing, I don't know. It's difficult.
But-
I prefer people should aspire to be with friends, like be with someone.
Be
you
friends
can-
first. Yeah,
Not even friends first. Be with someone you can stand for 20 years
Of
every
course.
day,
yes.
argue, fight,
Mhm.
ignore each other,
Mm-hmm.
make up sex,
Mm-hmm.
argue, fight.
Okay, so basically he's talking about friends with benefits.
But
That's a different term.
The thing is that even old couples, if you look at them, they insult each other. They call each other names, even in front of their kids, and their kids already know. The moment they start, their kids go like, just shake their head like, "Oh, this is."
I don't know what kind of love you have experienced in your life, but
It's crazy.
I mean, it's always good to have a foundation based from friendship, and
Absolutely.
you can build it from there. And
Yes.
that's actually you will have a stagnant relationship,
Mhm.
continuously. But I just feel like nowadays it's really rare to find love, like I said earlier,
Mm.
And for the viewers out there, especially the young generation who are coming up, please take your time. Take your time. As Toby just said, build that friendship with that special someone. Don't just rush into that, because there's different ways to kind of identify what is real love. Because when you meet somebody the first time, you get those goosebumps, those excitement.
That's
Those are
lust,
that's not
yeah.
there. That's lust. So
Mhm.
you have to identify what is lust and what is love. Love is something that like no matter how many years that person will always tell that's where you view that person. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Just like some couples who have been 20 years, 40 years, and they still have that respect, love for one another, because that person has grew to love you for who you are, and vice versa. So, and when it's lost, it's just now, basically. It's
Mm.
just like, oh my God, I think that you're so good looking, you're so attractive.
Mhm.
What after a few months of spending time together, then the reality hits in. You start seeing you for who you are, and, and all that's interest and all that's, So please take your time, get to know those people. And when it comes to casual sex, I would like you guys, any word for those youngsters out there who are listening? What's your advice for those people when it comes to casual sex?
Gain as much experience as you can.
Mm-hmm.
You'll need it in this long journey ahead.
Enjoy the ride, but once you find the one that is worth staying with, please don't just dump them just because you want to explore more. Try to see if there's like a deeper connection there. If there's not, then you move on. If there is, then that's like winning the lottery. So just always keep your mind open.
Yeah, dump them and continue.
So basically, Toby just mentioned that get more experience as you can before you settle down, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm all about that. Get more experience, but please practice safe sex. Most importantly, you wouldn't
Yes.
want to be in your young age having all kind of, diseases, or being a young mother. You cannot even take care of yourself. Like if you're all about that, I want to explore my life, explore my body and what I like. If you're into men's or women or whatever, female, whatever you're into nowadays, make sure most of all practice safe sex.
Wear a condom.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up, because there are a lot of people actually out there, especially those good looking people who carry all kind of diseases, and they know that they don't really care about their status. They just want to spread it around. So
Or then they don't even know about it.
some of them don't even care to know about it. Some of them know and they just spread it out there. So please, guys, be very, very, very careful out there. No, not everything that glitter is gold out there. So protect yourselves. We have a few more minutes before we chop it up, guys. We have a few more minutes before we chop it up. So what do you guys think about this conversation? How has it been for you guys?
Man, I've loved it. I've loved every minute of it.
Insightful.
Yeah.
What did you learn, Minia?
I learned that you have a lot of opinions and you think that Nigerians are God's gift to women, which I still have to figure out whether I agree with that or not.
Yeah, I definitely do not agree with that statement. Nigerian being a God gift to women.
That was not what I said. I said God gave Nigerians as
Yeah.
the mineral on earth. So
Yeah.
what I mean by mineral is that you find gold under the ground.
Uh-huh.
You take it, you refine it. When you refine it and work on it, it can turn to gold. But if you see the rock as it is, as raw as it is,
Mhm.
you're going to throw it away.
Mm.
So in every Nigerian you see, there is potential in them. Pick them, work with them, and try to refine them to what you want.
Oh, that makes sense.
That was
Toby.
good.
That was
That was
good.
good. Mhm.
Thank
So that means we gotta be patient with these brothers. We gotta be patient.
They will mess up. They
Mm.
will break your heart.
Mm.
They will. But sometimes, if you stay long enough and beat the rock long enough, you get your goal.
Okay.
Sometimes you won't.
But
Yeah.
of course, I feel like sometimes us women, I speak for a lot of women, I think, and also myself, we have this complex of fixing people or men. We start dating men who misbehave and we take that stuff for way too long because we feel like, oh, eventually they're going to realize what they have when they have me. Oh, eventually they're going to fix their behavior because I will help them fix their behavior and I will fix them and
You're
I will
not the
save them.
fixer. That's
But
true.
way too often these relationships will end in a disaster because the women will like exhaust themselves trying to fix the other person who doesn't necessarily want to be fixed or doesn't even see that he has to be
but
fixed.
there's a solution to that.
Leaving?
You have to check for certain indicators. If the person lies,
Mm.
if the person does certain things, and you've caught the person first time, second time, and you see there is no honesty, you have to do yourself a favor and run.
Yeah.
Run away from them, baby.
Run,
Run fast as
So
you can.
in that case, you have to know that you have to take your slippers and slap it and jack.
So you have to pick your battle.
Yeah, pick your battle.
So I think basically it's you fight for who you think is worthy,
Yeah.
because some people are damaged, and most of us we have traumas that triggers our toxicness, and
Absolutely.
we bring our past into the future. And as most women, for me personally, why I don't trust men is because of my surroundings, the ladies, my friends have experienced a lot of stuff, and I'm always comparing, like, okay, if they can do them that, they can also do that to me. So I got to protect myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's always like having this
Shield or
extra.
armor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I have this shield, So I have this thing that it's locked.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You can't come across that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that is why when we talked about earlier that I don't do casual, hookup and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff because it takes time. So when my wall is broken, my wall is closed. But then by communicating with that person, it's open
It
little by little.
reduces the-
And then I get comfortable with that person.
Yeah.
And when I get comfortable with that person, then the rest is history.
Yes.
That's how I operate. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
for me, the advice I would like to give you guys, the viewers out there who are listening to this our amazing podcast today, the thing line about casual sex and love. Casual sex, as you know, we're all, you're all entitled to have it if you choose to have it. Make sure you are being protected and being careful. Nothing is out there like, I'm living my best life, having fun, and sooner or later you catch, HIV and all that kind of stuff. So have it if you are one of those people who like to explore, and do fun activities, but protect yourself. And if you're those people like us here, me and Minia and Toby perhaps, who is like, more getting to know that person before ever you hit the second phase, take your time. And there's nothing wrong with you. Don't do what other people are doing because you have to do it or because it's a trend. Be you. Know that the right person will appreciate all that effort. The right person will wait and patiently wait for you to be ready to go in that next level. That's
Sorry.
yeah. Oh wait.
This-
Toby wanted to add something.
First of all, I want to say,
Say.
our demon. I agree to now. Yeah. Second, wait for what? What are you people waiting? You're already not the virgin. You already had sex. You already experienced.
Nah.
Wait for what?
You know what? I'm gonna give Minia to school you a little bit. So girl, take it over. Take it over before I take it over.
This wait. that
Okay,
you're
she
talking-
meant to wait for you or me or her particularly in this case to be ready to like proceed to that stage with you, because maybe she wants, like she said, she wants to guard her vulnerability. She knows her weaknesses and she knows her strengths, and she also knows that if she goes to that base with you and if she lets her wall down, that gives you the opportunity to hurt her. So she wants to make sure that you are for real, and therefore maybe there's less chance for her to get hurt if you are for real into her. So that's why she wants to make you wait, because she wants to make sure that you like her
Hallelujah.
before she gives it to you, so to speak, or before you go to that stage.
I'm sorry, but in this world, it's like a candy for men these days. Tinder is full. The clubs are full. If you wait, you're on your own. I'm sorry. You're on your own. I wish I can help you.
You know what?
Curtis has told you before. If you wait for yourself.
Yeah, it's about self-protection.
Yeah, it's about
Before anything
self-protection.
else.
You're not
Yeah.
waiting for a man. You're just, like I said, on your own terms. You do it on your own terms.
You wait to.
Then you know what? You're entitled of your own opinion.
Of
And
course,
if you don't want
of
women who
course.
are like, I'm gonna wait, then you'll find those ones who are, more compatible with you.
And maybe they're not as afraid
Casual.
of getting hurt as we are. I think I speak for myself, at least, maybe for you also, but
Mhm.
for me, sometimes if I stall and if I wait, it's because I'm afraid of getting hurt. And I don't want to get hurt by somebody who was never serious about me in the beginning.
Hallelujah.
So
Does waiting work?
I think it works, because if they're very impatient, if they're just looking for some easy one-night stand or something, which is not what I'm looking for, if it was what I was looking for, that would be okay, because we would be on the same page. But that's not what I'm looking for.
Mhm.
So if that's what they are looking for, I'm not going to give that to them.
Okay, I'll give you one quick expo. Expo is what they
Yes.
give to people who are trying to cheat in exams.
Wait,
Right.
Obi, before you go to that quick expo,
Yeah,
let's take a quick commercial break before we come back.
yeah,
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm.
Banana Tony come, banana Tony,
Banana Tony
banana
come.
Tony come,
She said,
banana Tony
banana
come,
penis
banana
that
Tony,
has muscles.
banana
Oh,
Tony come.
oh. Good song,
What
good
she
song.
said.
Okay, I like that.
Okay, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. And Toby was about to elaborate about.
Yeah. Where was I?
Expo.
Yeah. Expo is what they give people who are trying to cheat at the exams. They give you the answers before yeah. So
Mhm.
anyway, I'm going to give you this free one. If you wait,
Mm-hmm.
you have to make sure the wait was worth it. Meaning, when you give him the sex, make sure he has jollof rice at the end of it.
Icing on the cake.
You heard it here first.
If he waits, he gets it, and then you say bye bye, he's going to say, "What the hell was this for?" Because it's
Right.
not about the sex. It was never about the sex. The sex to you was the price. To him was just sex. The price is giving him what he wants, which is showing him you can nurture him, you
Mhm.
can be there for him,
Mhm.
you can provide for his children when he's not there.
Mhm.
You can, that is the sign.
Okay.
If you wait and you don't do that,
But
I've
you know
waited for
what's the beautiful thing about the weights? I'm gonna end this topic with this answer of mine, so you know why most girls should be waiting. For me, when you wait, while you wait, you're getting to know the woman. You're getting to know her likes, not her likes. You're getting to know her for who she is.
Mhm.
And trust me, all that's all good stuff, intimacy. It's just it's just an icing in the cake, because while you're waiting, you're already getting to know a phenomenal person that maybe would like to be your wife one day, or a girlfriend, or you just a good friend, because sometimes while waiting, it doesn't mean that that person is for you. It can be just an awesome friend, you know what I mean? So you can have all your casual sex, but that's just without feelings. It's just a casual, like you said, animal stuff, but while waiting, you're getting to know that person. While you're having the casual sex, that person is in your mind, because you're thinking, oh, this person said this thing. That's why I feel like people who wait, you explore more things with them than people who you just have a casual sex with, because you don't build that connection with that person. So the waiting, what you will get while you wait, these are the list, from my opinion. Minia, you can agree with me. You get a companionship, you get a friendship, you got a supportive somebody. It can be a friend or a partner, whatever, you know what I mean? You got you a football friend, whatever you do, because it's a friendship you're building a friendship. And then the sex, the intimacy, is just a plus.
It's just a level up.
It's just a lot of love.
Mm.
But before you get there, you gotta be going step by step, until it's become pyramid, and then we reach the higher states.
I want
Good
to
metaphor.
Everything else is like magic
That metaphor
with the
is-
people who wait.
That metaphor is about to blow out.
And trust me, I am a living expert, because most of my exes still want to come back. So I don't know why is that. I'm just saying. The wait.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Not to brag or anything.
I'm not bragging. I'm just saying. So guys, there is a reason why you wait. Respect yourself. Know your words. Know that you are a king. You are a queen. Not everybody deserves to see your thing. Respect it, and whoever comes in your life will respect you more than that.
Yeah, just stay true to yourself.
Stay true to yourself. So there you have it, ladies
The
and
people
gentlemen.
giving advice are experienced. Remember, get experience. before you can,
Yeah, so Toby and Minnie, it was really lovely to have you guys here.
You
We're
too,
gonna
you
end
too,
up
guys.
It was
soon.
great. It was
Really
great.
appreciate this.
Thank you
Really
guys for
appreciate
tuning in with us. And this was Jersey Radio. I'm your host, the one and only Queen D. And I have my lovely girl, Minia
Hey.
and Toby. Thank you for coming all the way from
Mwah,
Tampere.
Yes.
If you want to shout out to Tampere quickly, you have about a few seconds.
Grace, Laura, Chris.
Wait.
I'm out here.
For
Yeah?
some people who don't know Tampere,
Yeah.
please recommend good places in Tampere when people want to go visit. What are the places they should definitely go?
T&T, tacos and tequila. It's
Ooh,
amazing.
I would
Good
love
Mexican
that.
food,
Yeah,
good
my
drinks.
Guy, Tom, my guy Tom.
Our guy, Tam.
Oh,
Tam.
Yeah, he's our
So
guy.
TNT, right? So
Yes.
whenever I pull up in Tampere, you guys gonna take me to that spot?
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
It's
yeah, she will.
it's awesome. I can. Yes.
Okay, definitely take
Yes.
me there.
TNT, yeah.
Okay,
Deal.
so TNT, tacos and tequila.
Hey, wait,
and
one
Mhm.
more shout out.
Yes.
Sorry. Afro Jam, we're having a.
Oh,
we're having-
yes.
Yeah, we're having an event next month.
Yes.
On the 9th of on the Easter Sunday. It's gonna be Easter Summer Jam. Easter Mega Jam.
Okay,
Oh.
mega jam in In Tampere, right?
Yeah, Tampere. Yeah.
When was it?
On the 9th of April.
on the 9th of April.
Easter
All right.
Sunday. And we have DJ Good Blood in the building.
Yes, shout out to
Ooh,
DJ
Hey,
yes.
Good Blood.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was on the 9th on Easter Sunday. So after you sing your holy songs, then
eat
we
your
go and
chicken.
celebrate.
Yeah.
Then we go and celebrate. So
Yeah.
I really want to shout out for tomorrow. Tomorrow there's actually going to be an African fashion show, and so there will be a lot of beautiful designers. Shout out to my girl Maggie, F Joy. Who else is there? There's a lot of the DJ Lulu. She's one of the best female DJs. She's here also. And we have our host, actually, one of the JC Radio hosts, Miss Ebon. She's gonna be the judges there.
I know.
Yeah,
Nice.
she's gonna be there also. And then we have a lot of good new faces. So I'm so excited to go there and and support the movement. So please, guys, make sure to come tomorrow. There it starts from 4:00 and finish 7:00. So this was Chat with Miss D, and then we are out. Till next time, guys. Stay tuned.
Bye.
Bye.
Plenty money, up in it, plenty money, love them,
I guess you still.
Messi, ate, oh yeah, kalanga money, ijoya, shade ijoya, chaka wole patapa. I'm a sexy mama, come follow me, go my ijoya. I'ma make I my you. I'm a little kanye, I go my you. I'm a little kanye,
Oh,
baby, I don't need it. Baby, don't go by
I need to check whether you.
Longing to see.
Oh, collect, oh, wallet, oh, wallet. Pakam, body to correct. Oh, no, Eddie, man, don't forget. Oh, collect, oh, wallet, oh, wallet. Pakam, body to correct. Say she love me, they all love it. Sensima, why they for her, Benzema? I want it all, I'm sensima. This kind dance, you the dance, I'm doing this singing, you doing the dance. Oh, why you wanna do me wrong thing? She open up, sorry, why they do me something? Why they do me wrong thing? She open up, sorry,